we want you to start. We have a giant timeline on the floor, very easy to read, morning, afternoon, evening, or night. I want you guys to get up, none of our business, but we're gonna ask you anyway, go stand on the place in the timeline that represents when you most often have sex. So creepy, right?
I know.
Our volunteers, we force them. Oh, good man. Oh man, I can't believe I just said that on television. I'm not a dolphin, I'm an L for loser, or loose lips. So we've got Abby, Carol, Krista, and Billy the Wolf. All right, so Billy likes to rise and shine.
Which is actually very characteristic of wolves. But I want to walk down here because some of these people are actually doing it when they shouldn't be. So
you go ahead and break that news to those ladies,
I need my bear and
so he can stay in the right place there.
Yeah, he's fine. My bear and my lion. Come with me. So bears and lions, historically, we know that lots of people, generally speaking, have sex in the evening. But we also know that their hormone levels are actually the lowest then. Testosterone, estrogen, progesterone are all low then. And it's not actually the best time for them to be having sex. When you want those hormones that are raised, you actually want to be having sex more in the mornings. I know that can be strategically a little difficult if you've got kids in the house or you have somebody who's a bed partner who isn't necessarily ready to roll that early in the morning. But on Saturday morning, you can give it a try. So you're officially getting the prescription from the sleep doctor to have sex on Saturday morning and see how it goes for you. Okay?
Now, why did we leave the dolphin down here?
So what I would actually do with the dolphin, can I borrow you for a second, is I would move her a little bit to the earlier evening and not to the night. Because with dolphins, we know that their brains are moving 1,000,000 miles an hour. They have a tendency to be a little bit more neurotic, a little bit more anxiety. And so by having sex...
we're right here.
And so by having sex, it releases something called oxytocin, which actually calms you down and makes it much easier to fall asleep. So I would suggest that you're having sex more in the earlier part of the evening, not in the late night. My wolf down here, he's very, very interesting because we know for a fact that wolves have a tendency to stay up really, really late. And so him being in the morning is really him telling us, what, like 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, sometimes late nights just become early morning.
Exactly, right? So what I did in the book is I actually created a matrix where you can put yourself and your mate, and it'll tell you the perfect time of day.
Baby, we're doing it good! I am curious as to what your advice is. When should all of these groups be working out, exercising?
So first of all, the worst time for everybody to work out in general is at 6 a.m. because your muscles aren't warm, your joints aren't
that
open.
sucks. It's the only time I got. So it's that or high blood pressure. There you go.
But what's interesting is my dolphins, if you'll come with me, my dolphins are actually good in the morning. And my lion and my wolf, I want you guys to come down here more towards...
we're okay. We can still go in the morning.
Still go in the morning, and I want my bear to stay right up here in the morning. Okay. So what's nice about dolphins and bears being able to exercise in the morning is it gives them a great start to their day. It kind of calms them down.
It really does. I do it for my mental.
It centers them.
Exactly.
Exactly, right?
It's the only time I'll do it.
It gives, right, me too.
And she said something that's
focus.
very prevalent with my bears is if I don't get bears to exercise in the morning, forget it. They're never going to do it.
Same thing with this dolphin right here. How about you?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, but with my lions and my wolves in the early part of the evening, with my lions, what's interesting here is it actually gives them a little bit of energy, so they make it past 8:30, 9 o'clock. Because my lions have a tendency to be tired early in the evening, and they can't make it through dinner and a movie or something like that. By exercising later in the day, you'll actually be able to extend the time that you're awake.
You'll get a bonus day at your night.
And with my wolves, what's really interesting is they don't start waking up until about this period of time. I don't want them anywhere near exercise equipment or running down the road that early.
Yeah, that's my friend Joe. Joe would also be a wolf. He only goes to the gym at night primarily. Yeah.
And now the next one is dinner, right? So when are people going to be eating in the evening? So go ahead and stand about where you eat your dinner. Okay, good. So my dolphins and lions are set up a little bit in the earlier evening, which is actually really good. primarily, my lions are waking up very early, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. Then
Right.
Then they're having lunch around 11:30. They're starving.
So they
by
need to go
5:30.
first.
So they need to go first. So my lion is going to come first right here. With my dolphin, it's going to be really important for her to be able to eat around this period of time to keep her blood sugar even. Because if her blood sugar isn't even, then that anxiety level is going to get up. It's going to make it very difficult to fall asleep. Also, we're going to show her some foods that she can have. They're going to be very sleep-inducing foods.
So a little bit later than lion, but next in line.
Exactly. With my bears, I'm going to have her eat a little bit later in the evening. This will actually keep her from snacking too late at night, because if she eats too early in the evening, she starts to get hungry, and then she starts snacking.
Right.
Right? Because that's what bears
so
do.
Prevents that.
Exactly. And with my wolves, I have them eat the latest, like 8:30, because my wolves are my characteristic people who are standing in front of the refrigerator or the freezer with the door open at midnight looking for stuff.
That's
right.
Hunting.
Exactly.
So guys, can you take your places behind those plates? You are in the order of which you would need to stand behind the food. Dr. Breus, you go ahead and break it down.
Okay.
So guys, these are takeout boxes. As soon as he tells you what your prescription is, feel free to take that food. It is edible.
So for my lions, my dinners are usually high protein with good high fat. So that's why we've got the avocado and the chicken breast, because we don't want to have too many carbohydrates at night for you, because you're already going to be getting sleepy early, and we don't want to make you even sleepier. With my dolphins, we've got pasta and veggies. Pasta.
Dolphin, we scored. We got pasta.
So what's great about pasta at night for dolphins is pasta actually makes people feel sleepier because of the higher level of carbohydrates. So it's great for a dolphin to do that. So my bears, this isn't everything for the bear. The bear is actually only going to get this, because what we want for our bears is we want a high protein, high fat breakfast being the biggest meal of the day.
I thought it was weird that you were making the bear eat yogurt and eggs, half a sandwich, and a bowl of soup.
Nope.
Very weird.
So biggest meal of the day is breakfast, then comes lunch, and then dinner is actually something small like a stew. Here we have minestrone, which is perfect to have in the evenings, because I want your biggest meal of the day to be in the morning, middle meal in the afternoon, and smallest in the evening.
Wolf gets steak.
Right. So wolves are great because we want them to have carbohydrates, but we don't want them to have pasta-like carbohydrates. So we've got the potatoes and a lean steak for him, which would be perfect with combining the protein and the carbs.